Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say to my people who have just subscribed to my channel, I want to say thank you guys for even supporting and showing a little love. And to my people that are just now clicking on my channel, I want to say welcome, okay? So I want to get into a little bit about what my channel is about. If you guys don't know, my channel is mainly about African travel, specifically about Ghana. I haven't really went to any other African countries besides Ghana, but I do plan to, okay? So we're not going to stress that off the board, but my main focus right now is just about Ghana and everything, and just sharing tips and motivation if people happen to be, wondering what is it like to go to Ghana, because I remember, well, really Africa, period. I remember being one of those people like, what is it like going to Africa? I want to go to Africa, but I don't know, how to get there or whatever. So, my channel is basically to help you guys be able to either repatriate or just go and visit. Okay. And also just, giving tips and things that you should do, you shouldn't do, just based off of my experiences and things that I've learned. Okay, so we're not going to really get into all of that, but that was just a quick summary about what my channel is about. Okay, so what this video is about is my time when I got stopped by the Ghana police. Okay, now let me tell you something. I'm from America. I was born and raised in America. Our police is totally different than Ghana police, okay? Because Ghana police, they're not coming to play with you at all. They're not coming to play. So their police, they walk around with these huge rifles, like not aiming them at people, but some of them do. They have them strapped, and you will see them clear as day. And then here in America, you're not going to see a rifle really until you actually be involved like with a SWAT team, or you happen to see a SWAT team. That's the only way you're really going to see a rifle. Okay. And then like, I think American police, they're a little bit more like, Ghana police. Nah, they ain't going. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. This is a mini story time just about my experience encountering the Ghana police. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get into the story. So it was me, my boyfriend, and we were planning to go to the Kwame Nkrumah Museum, and we had called a boat. If you guys have been to Ghana, you know that they have boats, they have Ubers, so we called a boat, and this time we spent our time mainly in Accra. Like, so normally when I go to Ghana, I don't really be in Accra that much. I normally go back to Kumasi because that's where my boyfriend is from. But just so happened this time, we spent my entire stay in Accra. So it wasn't, I actually had a nice little time. Accra is very, very, very much busy and very expensive too. But we're going to get into that in a whole nother video. But we proceeded to get in the car and we were riding. Like, another thing about Kumasi and Accra. Kumasi, when I was there, I really didn't see a whole lot of checkpoints. Like, if you guys don't know what a checkpoint is, basically it's a guarded area. Like, you may have guards, you may have police, and if they feel like they want to stop you, they're going to stop you. So I really didn't see too many of them around Kumasi, but for some reason they are all over Accra. Like, they're very much unexpected because I'm not from Ghana, and neither my boyfriend, he's not from Accra. So, we don't really know what to expect. So we're driving along and everything, and we come up, we see like some police officers. I see some police officers like standing off to the side. So anytime really that I did experience the checkpoints, they would just tell us like, go past, either I would be on a bus or it was in a boat or whatever. And they would normally just sometimes shine the light, or they would just like, go ahead, go ahead. So this time they stopped us. So, I'm not really thinking anything of it. I'm just like, okay, a checkpoint. I don't think they really gonna do the most, go the extra mile. So I'm like, all right, shoot, we're here at the checkpoint. So they're like, they flagged the car down, like, stop. So I'm like, okay, so they're stopping us. So what's going on, But I really still wasn't really panicking because I didn't really feel like there was a need to panic because I didn't have anything. I wasn't doing anything wrong, and neither was my boyfriend or the Uber driver, the boat driver. So they pulled us over and they tell the two males to get out. So they get out, and mind you, all of the police was males. There were no female police officers around. So when they tell them to get out of the car, one police officer and then another police officer searched the two males. So it was pretty much a quick search. It was pat down. All right, y'all good. So then they get to me, and then they're like, oh, ma'am, come on, madam, get out of the car. So I'm like, okay, I get out of the car. I still have my purse like on my shoulder. So they're like, okay, we're going to check you. We're going to check you. We're going to check your purse. So they say, hand me your purse. And I said, okay. So at that point, this is the Ghana police we're talking about. I didn't have my passport. I didn't have any type of identification on me. So I was just like, all right, I don't want to cause anything. I don't want to cause any problems. I know that I don't have anything on me. So here's my purse. So the officer, he took my purse. He pretty much put everything out on the seat and everything. And that was the most intense search I have ever seen. Like, that was a very much intense search of a purse. So he started checking my purse. I had my tripod, I had my wallet, I had maybe like a mirror, some lip gloss, and I did have cash as well, but that was inside of my wallet. So he was looking, didn't find anything. He took my wallet. If you guys know, like the little card slots, he was looking in each one of those card slots like he was determined to find something. Okay. So he was noticing like, all right, this girl, she don't have anything. So then he got to the point where the part where I had my cash, and I would say maybe I had about 500, maybe 600 cedis in there. So, which I really shouldn't have been having that much money, but I really don't even know why I had it on me. Whatever. So he'd seen the cash, and he's like, I can just tell the whole vibe just changed. Like, oh, this girl got some money. We about to try to get her any type of way we can. So once he seen it, I had the cash, he went head on and just put everything back. He did have the courtesy enough to put everything back in my purse, how it was and everything. And then he ends up calling. He said something like, hey, he said it in Tree. So, I cannot understand that language. My boyfriend does understand the language because he's from there, of course. So I'm like, what did he say? And he's like, oh, he's calling a female. He said, oh, bring a female, come search. So it kind of like how he worded it. It was kind of like he was saying he wanted me to go search someone. But I knew that wasn't the case. I'm like, I'm not a police officer. So how the heck am I going to go and search somebody? So a few seconds later, here comes a regular civilian lady. Like, she was a regular someone who they just pulled off of the street. She was not a police officer, none of that. So they're like, okay, she's going to search you. She's going to search you. So I'm like, okay, because at the time I did have on like a low cut type of dress a little bit. So, but I was like, I don't know why you want to search me, and there's nothing I can really have in the type of dress that I had on. If I did try to choose to hide something inside of the dress, I know for a fact it would have fell out. So the lady comes over and they're like, okay, sit down. So I had took a seat on the back seat. So at that point, everyone kind of like crowds around. Like, my boyfriend, he's standing right here next to me. And the lady, she's in front of me. And then there was, I don't know, it was the boat driver, he was kind of standing off in the back. So we wasn't really paying attention to him. So at that point, the lady, she begins to search, my breast area. And the police officer was behind my boyfriend. And he's looking over my boyfriend, basically trying to see I don't know. But my boyfriend, he started speaking in his language. And at that point, you know, they kind of started bickering. So I'm like, okay, I'm not understanding nothing. The lady, she's still searching. She looks up and she's like, she shakes her head like, no, she doesn't have anything. So at that point, they let the lady walk off, you know, and my boyfriend, they switched over to English, and he's like, well, you shouldn't be, you know, you basically should not be standing over her, you know, standing over her trying to look while somebody is searching her. Like, if you appointed someone to search her, then let her search her and she will let you know if she finds something. She's a female. So, you know, they kept going back and forth. And then it came to the point where the police took out his handcuffs. And I'm like, oh no. Like, so at that point, I'm like, we don't want no problem, no wahala, no nothing. Like, we come in peace. We just, you know, we did what you asked. There's no problem. So at that point, I really started to feel like, okay, they're trying to nitpick with us because he's seen that money. And I feel like he's trying to get any type of reason to get the money. Or some of it. I'm sure not all of it, but some of it. So at that point, like, he takes out the handcuffs, and I'm just like, no wahala. And, you know, finally it simmered down, but it kind of was getting a little scary because I did not want my boyfriend to go to jail. You know, I didn't want anything to transpire that did not need to happen, you know. So I was trying my best to diffuse the situation. So at the end of the day, they ended up letting us go. I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was definitely intimidating for a quick moment. More towards the end, it was intimidating because I'm like, oh my God, what if these men like end up taking him to jail? You know, they're trying their best to find something on me to basically have to charge me to let me go. So I'm just like, oh my God, we're not going to go through this again. So we ended up getting in the car. We did get to our destination, but it was just like, wow. So basically, I'm making this video. Also, if you guys are planning to go to Ghana, or, you know, to repatriate, or to live, or to, you know, visit or whatever, just be very mindful about what you take with you and what is inside of your personal belongings, okay? Because you never know when you're going to pull up on a checkpoint. You never know. Like, I know everybody do their own thing in their life or whatever, and they had their own way of partying, or, you know, enjoy and having enjoyment in Ghana, you know. But just be mindful, especially my diaspora people, to please be mindful about what you do have in your personal belongings, okay? So that is the end of the story time. But also, I wanted to make a point, like, I'm not saying this video to, you know, come down or be down on Ghana or anything like that. I love me some Ghana. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm planning on going back for my birthday, which is in November. So, you know, I love Ghana, but still, it's just like any other country. You guys have to be mindful about what you do, what you have, how you move, everything like that, okay? So if you guys made it to the end of this video, you guys are definitely loved. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, and this video is of any of interest to you, or my channel is of any of interest to you, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and also comment down below. I want you guys to talk to me. Let me know what you guys want to know. If you're planning to go to Ghana to visit or repatriate, let me know something, okay? And also turn on your notification bell so you guys will be the first to know when I do drop my next video, okay? All right, thanks you guys. Peace and love.